Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new or just clicked on this video, thank you so much. My name is Alexis and this is the Goddess of Daydreams Tarot. Today I am going to be doing a little bit of a different kind of read. It's a combination of intuitive reading and a dream interpretation. For the past couple of days, or I would say even weeks, I've been having these sort of dreams where definitely the theme is sort of like a university or like basically like higher education. And I've been kind of sensing a disturbance in that dream where I'm kind of seeing actually a lot of other people's energies and overall the collective. So I'm like, after these past recent dreams that I have, especially these last two, I've been kind of told to do these readings or do a reading on these dreams because there's a lot of hectic energy going on in the collective and it needs to be addressed. Now, how is that looking in my dreams? Well, okay. So I've had one dream where I was with a professor that I knew back in my college days. This is when I was going to Parsons. And he was just crazy. He was going out of his mind. He was like asking me that I took a drug, that I drank something. Like he was questioning, like, if he ate or drank something that made him crazy. And I remember I was trying to calm him down and talk to him and sort of let him know, like, there's a lot of energies that are shifting in the collective, and what you are feeling is a lot of your energies are kind of ascending, but it kind of helped him, but he was still kind of crazy. And then another dream that I've had was where I knew another professor, where I was in his class, everything was kind of going a-okay until a student made a animation where they kind of used him as the subject. I don't remember the animation in detail, but I know it was very disturbing, that it just pissed the teacher right off. And he was just like, I need everyone to be excused and to leave the class. So what I'm kind of getting basically overall with these energies is that within our collective, especially when it comes to our education and what we know and what we have studied, there is being a shakeup. There is being a drastic change going on in that sort of realm or within people. And people are kind of don't know or don't have the knowledge to understand what's happening to them. Thank you, Spirit. I definitely needed that. What basically these streams are showing me is that a lot of people are going through like a spiritual awakening and or in the middle of their spiritual awakening, and they just have no clue on how to handle it or to even how to deal with it. So I'm doing this reading in hopes that whoever is kind of like busy fighting their thoughts and not understanding why they're feeling the way they are, I hope this reading gives you the clarity that you need. So I'm using sorry for the long introduction, but I really had to get out all of the details and stuff. So I'm using some Clo cards along with the Shapeshifter Oracle deck, and then I'll be going into more detail with the tarot. So thank you for being patient with me and kind of sharing my dreams with, giving me a chance to share my dreams. Uh, Usually I don't do dream interpretation readings unless like I know the dream is about the collective. I have done two so far in this channel. So let me just get one more spirit. No, that's way too much. Oh my goodness. Yeah, these cards are going crazy. Yeah, they're feeling the craziness that's going on with people. Also, at the time that I'm doing this, we just entered a Scorpio season and we're about to head into the lunar eclipse in Taurus. So that energy is magnifying a lot of emotions. And okay, you want to come out. It's magnifying a lot of emotions. So if you are definitely also feeling all over the place, it is not you. You can definitely blame the moon for that. So let's look at the first card here with the Shapeshifter Oracle. The Fairy Bee. My life is sweet. Maybe for some of you, you don't feel like life is sweet right now, but Spirit is letting you know that through this process or through this awakening that is happening, your life is going to be sweetened up. Your life is going to improve. And then with the card here being number 6, there's definitely a divine balance coming in. So whatever you're feeling, feel what you need to feel, because it's an energy that is being pushed out of you to be let go, so that you can make room for adjustments and balances in your life. The Fairy Bee. I'm just reading the divination. So things have been tough for a while now. You know, tough is an understatement. There seems to be a place where flow happens, but you just can't find your way into the stream. The fairy bee is here to show you where the honey is and how to attract the pollinators, the sacred messengers who can create the connections you need. Have no doubt your life can be as sweet and sound as honey, as healthy, strong, and protective as bees, and as busy doing something you love as theirs. And at the end of the time of busyness that's heading your way, the inertia and feeling of being left out of one of life's secrets will have lifted. Will have lifted. You will experience abundance and golden times when this card shows up. Very good energy for you, collective. You may also wish to explore essential oils and flower remedies. Let the bees show you let the bees show you the ancient wisdom, and if you listen, they will show you where the honey is. Have a 10-minute sun bath each day. Smell the flowers, taste the honey. Let the golden age begin. So, beautiful description. So, again, it kind of reiterates how spirit or the divine is busy pushing out all of the old, dead, unnecessary energy that the collective does not need anymore. Whatever energies that you feel like you have been held back, they have not been able to experience the sweetness in life, spirit is removing that. But yes, life, as in the beginning of the divination, life is kind of rough as we speak. And through these transitions, there, some people may go through it a little bit smoothly, some people are having a hard time. But also with this card coming out, spirit is letting you know that there are ways to help treat whatever energies that you are feeling. Of course, like if you need something more serious like a therapist, then definitely seek out therapy. But if you want to do or use something that's a little bit more natural, or have an alternative, or to help work with whatever you're using to help calm your anxieties and your fears and your worries, spirit is letting you know, go to perhaps herbal remedies. Of course, consult your doctor. I'm just, delivering the messages. Go talk to a professional, but definitely look into teas. I'm being told like chamomile. Look up herbs that are gonna help you. That the smell is gonna help you be calm. Lavender. I'm being told like for some even calendula, cinnamon. Sweet smelling stuff that's gonna help calm and ease that energy within you. Then on top of that, as you are in this space or in the energy of ease and calmness, and you're smelling the sweetness around you, you're going to be receiving messages. With the bees here, they are divine messengers. They're very prominent in the ancient world and very important. You are going, and maybe for some of you, perhaps one of your animal spirits are bees. For some of us, we can have certain insects as our spirit animals. And for some of you, you're definitely being told to get in touch with the bee spirit, because through that bee spirit is going to let you know whatever energies that you're dealing with, how to convert and transmute that into something more productive and prominent that's going to help you bring in the abundance and joy and prosperity in your life. You're going to kind of like, that saying, you attract more flies with honey. but we're not attracting flies here. We're definitely going to be attracting more like abundances and happinesses and sweet times. Interesting. Okay, I'm pulling up the Clo here. So definitely, as I'm looking at the Clo, I'm picking up with the energy in the dreams, where again I'm seeing like a bunch of professors. You could be a professor listening to this right now, and yeah, thanks, I appreciate it. Oh, and if you're definitely from like the new school, thanks for watching my videos. I appreciate it. But yes, I am picking up that kind of like elder hectic energy of just things shifting and not understanding, but you are going to be able to come out of this. First card I have is the Lock card. So definitely a lot of energy has been blocked away or has been denied by you by either certain people, circumstances, or environments. Definitely with the pandemic that just, that we're kind of still recovering from, a lot of us had definitely dealt with a lot of blockages and inaccessible things that we couldn't get, and that definitely kind of left us stuck and just kind of like trapped in a certain energy that we're likely that majority of us was not familiar with. Like, we're not used to like being trapped in our homes, but in a way spirit kind of wanted you to experience this, because kind of like with this Lock card here that I'm picking up, for some of you that were kind of like in this trapped energy, you were able to see the blockages of what was causing in your life from you not to receive certain balances or abundances or joys in your life. You were able to see those blockages that could be either had caused by your own self or caused by others or caused by other institutions. Like I'm getting for some, especially with like the educational system, from local to like higher education, there was a lot of things that was inaccessible. Still things that you're probably dealing with right now as as we speak are still inaccessible or you cannot access. And this has been definitely been a challenge because whatever is on the other side of this lock is meant to be in your hands. Whatever has been denied from you, it belongs to you. Like someone locking up this big jar of honey because they don't want people to know about it or something, but that honey is meant for everyone to taste, to have. Like, oh, okay, how, what spirit? Hold on. It's like this honey that the divine is trying to provide to the collective has been blocked off on purposely. Some people don't want you to know that you have the right to receive these gifts, to receive these blessings, to receive the breakthroughs and increases. Some people might say that in order for you to access the sweetness of life, you have to be acting in a certain way, bitterness, competition, putting people down, stepping over people. Like that's the only way you're going to be able to unlock this lock. But for some of you, or many of you in the collective, you are realizing that I can access this divine honey, just by either asking or aligning myself to the energies to it. Knowing that I know that I am deserving of it is enough for me to know that I should have it. Because next, I have the Fiery card. So this is kind of where I'm getting the chaotic energy coming in, where, again, a lot of us are going through a spiritual awakening. And we are dealing with energies, again, that we are unfamiliar with. And it's kind of giving us like that passionate fire, but at the same time that fire is kind of starting to become overwhelming. There is no balance with the fire within you. Like all the torches are burning way too high, way too hard, way too fast. It's you're kind of having a hard time maintaining this flame within you. You're able to access it. It's there. It is yours. But to control it, I sense that is where a lot of issues is coming in. And because people are unaware of, like, the come on, brain, get it together, the astrological changes that are happening in the world, from like out in the universe into our own personal selves. We don't really know how to deal or process with these energies. That's why in the ancient world, especially like when eclipses or certain astrological events happen, in their own way that they interpret it, they burn certain sages, they have done certain dances, set bonfires, give offerings. They knew something was happening astrologically, so they knew that they needed to act accordingly or in a certain way to appease these energies or to help transmute whatever energies that were happening in that time. In the modern world now, it is the same thing. A lot of astrological changes are happening, and a lot of people are having a hard time dealing with it, especially with all of the chaoses that are happening in the world right now. In my opinion, these chaoses at the same time are being distractions. Distractions from people realizing the power that they have within themselves to stop whatever energies that are causing these chaoses in the world. And for some of us, or a lot of us, we know we have the power to put a stop to it, but we don't know how to direct it. So that's where I'm kind of like again seeing in the dreams why a lot of like it kind of took place in educational institutions and universities, because these are places that we know that we can go to study and learn um what is around us in the physical. But we don't really have the education. I mean, we do have the education, but it's not as widely dispersed in the real world. We do have the education that's more like the spiritual and the esoteric, the ancient knowledge, the spiritual knowledge, the astrological knowledge of knowing why certain things are happening and how to combat them. But a lot of that energy and information has been lost, has been suppressed. So that way, when people are like wondering, why am I feeling this way? I haven't done or acted anything wrong. They, oh man, I had the sentence in my head and then left. Excuse me, you guys. Yeah, even it's something with me trying to block me from saying this message, because we're used to going to school to learn and understand the world around us, but we're never taught how to understand the world within us or above us or below us, because that's sort of like open ended. We don't want to say it is real or it's not real. Personally, it's going to be up to you because you are on your own spiritual journey. And for those who are and for those who are on their spiritual path, we should be able to have access, and we do have the access, but make it more easy and accepting for people to access this kind of esoteric knowledge and energies. For some of you, you may need to, excuse me. Oh, I'm being showed like a singing bowl. Like for some of you, you can use the singing bowls or research singing bowls and how it's going to help you transmute the energy and transformation that is going on within you. And for some of you, it could also look like with divination practices, tarot, scrying, using runes, using water, using tea leaves, however you see fit. It is going to be a way to channel that energy and to bring balance within the fire within you. Then last, I have the Mace card. And I see this card as basically the world right now, trying to figure out how to get out of the dead ends, finding our ways, finding the exit, finding a way out of this mess and this maze energy. And that's kind of like where I also feel a lot of the collective is. It's like they know they don't need to belong there. It's kind of like oh, thank you, Spirit. The Mace card is the 3D right now. We know that we don't have to be in this maze. we can get out. But how do we get out when there's constant dead ends and blockages, twists and turns, directions that we're unfamiliar with, or we don't remember if we went or came this way or that way? It's a lot of confusion happening. And okay, thank you, Spirit. It's like kind of like what I was saying before. Like, we would assume that the answer is to go to school, to go to universities, to understand and educate ourselves into things that we are unfamiliar with. But how do we educate ourselves with energies that have been denied to us, that have been put in a place where we're not able to access and understand or be taught these energies? However, with this fairy B card here, I'm being told that in this maze that's happening, if you be more in touch with your intuition and be more open into the esoteric and ancient knowledge, you are going to be able to find your way out of this maze energy and help those out of that maze energy, so then you can finally get to that pot of honey. So I hope you guys are enjoying these messages. Please give it a like, share, and if you have been enjoying my content, please subscribe. I would definitely appreciate it, and it will give tremendous support to my channel. And thank you to the new and current viewers and subscribers. I definitely appreciate you guys coming back to watching my content. Thank you for liking it. Thank you for sharing it. Thank you for your comments. And thank you for continuing to subscribe to my channel. Now I'm going to get 2 more cards, Spirit. Interesting. Yeah, okay, I see it. And let me get 1 more. Oh, very beautiful. Okay, all right. Give me 1 second. So, under the bee fairy, or the fairy bee, we have the 7 of Wands here. Very interesting energy. Because what I usually get from bees are like they're very docile and chill. They're just trying to do their part in their, in their fairy, not fairy world, but yeah, fairy realm, or like the bee realm. But with the 7 of Wands here, I'm being told that Spirit needs you to be a bit more assertive when it comes to protecting your energy and finding whatever information that you wish to find. I'm being kind of told, like, for some of you guys, with this fairy bee card here, you guys are trying to get in touch or question certain energies that are going on within your life, within the world, sensing that there is something bigger than us trying to tell us something. And I do see that there are other people coming out of, their shadows, kind of telling you to not go in that direction. Or like I'm being told, like for some of you, you're being told like don't go into witchcraft, or don't go into the esoteric community, just be in the church, or do this or that, or just pray. And there's nothing wrong with prayer, but you know that you need to do something more, because again, you are feeling the twist and turmoils of the spiritual awakening, of these ascension symptoms, and you need to find a way to help yourself, to bring balance within your world and within your energies again. So I'm being told, continue to question and continue to research whatever esoteric or spiritual knowledge that you're coming into, because through there it's going to help you understand and understand the energies that are changing within you, and you can finally bring some like sweet and healing energy into your life. Now with the luck card, I have the Page of Pentacles. So what I got with this energy is like, how can I put it, Spirit? I mean, it's easy, but it's not easy. People in the world don't want you to know that it is your birthright to be abundant. It is your divine right to be abundant, to be prosperous, to be rich, to be wealthy in every form and way. That energy, that knowledge that everyone has the right to be accessed is being blocked off. Because with this Page of Pentacles here, it's to begin to understand the knowledge on knowing your worth, knowing your power, and how to use it to bring abundance and light and prosperity into this world. Like, even I'm seeing with this character here, he's in this beautiful garden where the flowers are blooming, understanding that whatever he has attained and knows or is educating himself or herself in, they are attracting light, abundance, healing, richness, wealthiness into their life. The bees of prosperity are being attracted by this person because they are now understanding how to use the spiritual energy within themselves and harvest or use it to bring a manifestation out into the physical so then they can harvest it. So yes, it's definitely like it could come in, a certain not, how can I put it? It could come in religious institutions, saying that in order for you to access this abundance, this divine honey or whatever, you need to act according, or you need to do these certain things, or you cannot believe in these certain things. And it is very limiting. And if it's limiting, whatever is trying to bloom for you in life cannot bloom. You're not going to be able to attract the honey. I mean, you're not going to be able to attract the bees because you feel like the bees need to, need to go to a specific flower, or you think that the bees need to come here at a certain time, or the bees are going to come into your life when you do certain things right. No, if you know how to use your energy, how to use your light, your power, your intuition, and use it in the physical realm, use it in the 3D realm, you're going to be able to attract the help and the bees and the energy of prosperity and abundance and healing to you. Oh, thank you, Spirit. It was a lot, but thank you. Now, with the fiery card, I have the Two of Pentacles here. So it kind of bounces a little bit off what I was just saying with the Page of Pentacles. With this fiery and Two of Pentacles card, you are trying to figure out how to balance this passion, this fire, this ascension energy that is going on within you, and how to bring it down and ground it into the physical realm. You're trying to understand what you know and trying to understand what you need to know so you can finally be able to ground this energy that is within you, kind of like tossing you back and forth and up and down, kind of like a tornado. Give me 1 second. I'm also being told again for you to look and research into certain plants, teas, and herbs that are going to help you feel grounded in your energy. I'm being told, like, for some of you, you might want to drink some type of lemongrass tea or something that has lemongrass in it. It can definitely be very grounding and soothing to you. Whatever, or like even burning an incense or some type of sage where the smoke is going to help your energies feel grounded and help your mind to be more focused. So definitely you might want to educate yourself a little bit more into plant medicine, just like what this fairy bee was mentioning before. Herbal remedies, like I'm being even told, like, even if you want to dab in the Zaza, like let me call it as it is. Like, you might want to look into like weed and the buds, because technically that's herbal remedies, but I understand that's not going to be for everyone. But it is going to, especially for certain parts of the world. But for those of you who have access, there is that option. But either way, there are things within the physical realm that can help you ground the spiritual energy within you. Now, with the maze, I have the 10 of cups here. You're going to get to your 10 of cups at the end of all of this. You're going to get through all of these turmoils and chaoses that are happening within your mind, within your thoughts, and within the outside world. You don't see it, or you don't know how you're going to access or get to it, but you know you are deserving of the 10 of cups, and you will get these 10 of cups. You're going to be in an energy where you're going to be able to enjoy, again, the sweetness of life, and to also enjoy it with others who enjoy your presence, who enjoy your energy, who enjoy your beauty, and want to see you continue being in that good energy. Like, all these cups are being filled with divine honey. Honey to help heal, honey to help sweeten, honey to help, educate and give enlightenment to those who are seeking for it. This honey is going to also help with the spiritual wounds and emotional turmoils that you have been dealing with. However, that's going to come to you in your divine path. But you will be getting out of this maze. I'm also seeing, like, for a lot of us in the collective, we're going to be getting out of this maze together. Maybe, like, not in a big collective group, but in many groups we're going to be forming and kind of like going out of the maze in like different directions. Oh, you know what? I'm being told, like, basically what the collective is becoming is like their own garden, where each group is going to be a different flower, and that flower is going to represent a different way of healing, a different way of being. With the properties, it's kind of like I'm seeing like roses, I'm seeing like poppy flowers with the poppy seeds, roses with the scent and the flavoring, mint for healing and smelling. Like like the collective is going to be broken. I don't want to say broken, but more like split into different parts of the garden, where they're going to be able to use their energy and understand it to help bring healing to others, to bring insight to others, to bring direction for others. And through that, that's when all the bees from the divine are going to come in and bless us and reward us with the abundance, with the healing, with the prosperity of money, riches, good overall energy. Like, basically, it's kind of like we're going to have to, how can I put it? Like, we are in the garden, but we have our own role to grow in certain lengths, in certain parts, in certain ways. And what we have, or what we produce, know that what you are doing or giving is good enough. And through that, you're going to be able to have the experience and the knowledge to help not only yourself, but for the others. Like, I kind of see, like for some, how can brain get it together? Let me wrap this up. Basically, if you look into a forest, and there's a way that the trees communicate, and it's through the roots and it's through the fungus. They communicate and have their own kind of certain channel of letting each area know, like, who needs more water, who needs less water, who needs more sunlight, who needs less. Like, you'll be surprised how connective nature is. It is always communicating, and it's always communicating with different parts so they can understand everything as a whole. And I kind of see that happening as a collective. So we're kind of like, I don't want to say like abandoning, but we are leaving certain ways of thinking and doing behind, because we know that it is toxic for not just only us, but as a collective in general. We're leaving that all behind. And even though we are having kind of trouble with the transition, with the process, with the transformation, you are going to be able to come out of it and learn from it. And through that, again, through that experience, you're going to be able to teach. There's going to be like new foundations built on how to heal, how to communicate, how to work with one another while understanding and appreciating each and every person's unique talents and abilities. I'm going to pull one final message. And through that, the blessings from heaven, from the divine, are going to be coming through the bees. Oh, I love this card. So, for the last card, we have change. Change is here. There is no avoidance with it. And especially at this time that I'm in Scorpio season doing this reading, that season, that zodiac, is all about change. There are certain things that are going to be a guarantee that you cannot fight, and change is one of them. I'm getting like that energy of the death card, like it is unavoidable. All you can allow it to do is let it happen, process through it, and be reborn from it. Excuse me. Hold on. You know this change is you know this change was coming. You know that this change was going to happen. And for some of you, it is here and you're experiencing it. Maybe you were kind of a bit thrown off on how strong you were going to be experiencing this change, or how this change was going to cause an upheaval in your life. But you knew all along that this was coming and that this was needed, whether you like it or not. It just depends. How do you want to go about it? Do you want to fight change, or do you want to flow with it? Do you want to, again, do you want to fight the bees, or do you want to attract the bees? Because for some of you, maybe you're seeing the bees as the enemy, but the bees are here to help you. They are divine gifts. They are gifts from the divine that want nothing but the best of you. But they know that through this change that it needs to occur, it's going to help you receive whatever blessings that you are deserving of. You have to allow this change to happen. Allow the transmutation, the transitioning, and the transformations to happen in your life, so that way you can be deserving and receive and be rewarded of the sweet energies and abundances and gifts in life that has to offer to you. And with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this message. Please give it a like, share, and if you have been enjoying my content, please subscribe. I would definitely appreciate it, and it will give tremendous support to my channel. So yes, collective, it's a lot going on. It's a lot to take in. It's a lot to process. But know that you are coming to the end of these transitions. Maybe for some of you, it might be sooner. For some of you, it might be later. But this energy is not permanent. This is only a temporary that you are feeling. Look up whatever herbs, spices, flowers, scents that are going to help you through this transformational time. There are energies and there are physical healing herbs and spices out in this world, and flowers that are here to help you transmute that energy, that power that is happening within you, so you could bring balance to it. So then you can be in your power, in your authenticity, becoming your own divine flower, so you can attract the right energies and the divine bees to you. So don't be afraid of this change that is occurring. You are changing into something beautiful, into something mystical, into something magical, into something new that's going to help you become and grow in the new world that is to come. Because yes, the old world is, dying out. The old world is changing, and you must go with it. You don't want to fight against this. Don't fight against your blessings and the changes that are coming. They are there for you for a reason, for you to enjoy that and enjoy to know that life can be sweet for you. And life should be sweet for you because you are here in this world not to suffer, not to be sad, not to be in the lack, but to enjoy, to be happy, to be fulfilled, to have a sweet life. And with that said, stay safe and have a good day.